than these guys. And Chad Allen's joining me, and he's going to explain the story behind it. Hello, Chad. Welcome back.
Hi, Suzanne. So happy to be with you. You are the perfect woman and host to be with tonight because you just get how the world sort of works. If there's something I appreciate about Suzanne Runyan, everybody watching, is she's no BS. She gets how things work, right? So round or square, and here are the colors. And if there's anybody who knows a good deal, it's Suzanne Runyan. So I've always said that about you, just so you know.
Oh, thank you.
This is the perfect light. It is. So what sets this apart from any other light on the market? It's the fact that you can stake them, or you can lay them flat, or you can mount them vertically. What do I mean by that? I mean, the sun is going to come on the day. When it's daylight out, it's going to charge them up. No wiring, no electrician, no handyman, no cables running underneath your lawn for that inset lighting, nothing like that. You can run your lawnmower over this. Oh, take the stake off. Put it on those hard surfaces, the stairs. Mount it vertically, put it on the garage, the mailbox, above the barbecue grill. All of a sudden, you can use the dock, the deck, the porch, the concrete driveway, the concrete sidewalk. You can put it right on those surfaces. They stay where they are placed, and they light up dawn to dusk or dusk to dawn, from night to daytime, each and every single night. And all you have to do is flip the switch on the very back. And when you do that, they immediately illuminate and come on. You're getting 6. It's a very great starter kit. And I think Suzanne will back me up on this. If you're convinced tonight to pick up these, pick up 2 or 3 sets. You will not be disappointed, because once you start to place them, this is no joke. When you start to place them, just like the paint sprayer today, you're going to find so many other projects to do, so many other places to place them. And the disc lights are an item. They've been around a few years. They're not going anywhere, of course, but finding them in stock is sort of the hard position we're always in here at HSN. Lighting up foliage is a great idea.
Oh, that's beautiful. See, I just put, like an uplight.
Yeah, I just put one. Yeah, it's exactly what it is, because the traditional lights we're used to put that little halo on the ground, and they're cute, maybe, but there's no real light there. If I put this on my face, you can see how my face is illuminated. I take it away. It's still sort of light because of these down here. You'll get the idea when you get it home, because cameras soak up a lot of light. I put one in a little vase here. You can see it down.
I just put that.
Yeah, I didn't do anything fancy. I just dropped it down in there, and now that light sort of comes through all the holes and sort of lights it up. And then our good friend Luke Caputo, who's been presenting the Today Special all day, sort of something he and Kelly do. They have a set, Suzanne. They have a set they charge outside during the daytime. They bring it in just for parties, and they use them as coasters. Here, let me move these other 5 out of the way, because you get 6 tonight. If I move them all out of the way, do you see that coaster all by itself, how that glass is lit up?
That's great.
It really is sort of a fun little party trick. But the magic, you were asking, 10 SMDs. We started with 4. Then we went to 6, and then 8, and now we've advanced. We've gotten really far. We're at 10 SMD LEDs on here. They last a lifetime. And Suzanne, they're solar powered. We never spend another dollar. We don't call an electrician, and we don't buy any batteries.
Well, we don't have to recharge them. Yeah, you don't have to recharge them. Let the sun do all the work for you. And I loved it when you guys show the mower going over it. Like, how many of you have those poor little solar lights? And I had them some in my old neighborhood. And God bless it, during the day they looked horrible, but at night it was even worse, because they just barely had any energy. And like 3 of them were dim, 1 was out, 2 of them were sticking over sideways. They just look so sad, right? With these, you could basically put them anywhere. And you know what I like? You don't have to baby them. You don't have to sit there and, oh, I got to move all my little solar lights because we're going to mow the lawn. I love them in the garden. I love it to put it in an area where you just want that extra light. We know a lot of people, Chad, who put them on their fences because they want light on their fences, but they don't want a great big bulky light. They just want to be able to light up the top of the fence or the side of the fence. I think that's a great idea, doing it that way.
Absolutely. We take a summer vacation every year. We go to the Key West. We go to the Keys. We rent a home. We don't own the home. We rent a home for a week. And we line the dock. There's not even a boat there, but we line the dock with these because we're not used to being out there. So when we're walking on that dock and it gets a little dark at night, I'm not worried about falling off. So there's a little safety feature as well, because you can actually put these on the staircase leading up outside. Maybe you forget to turn the porch light on. And yes, the question is, are they weather resistant? Well, of course they are, right? Bell+Howell is known for their outdoor lighting, and now that my arm is soaked, and then, you know, they work. There's no water that gets inside. These are IP44 rated. It's an expensive test that Bell+Howell goes out and does. They just prove to everybody at home and all the quality assurance here at HSN that the stainless steel around this isn't going to rust. The nails are not going to rust. The water's not going to get into the element. It's not going to get into that solar panel. On the very back, let me show you one that's not soaked. On the very back, there's actually a keyhole right where my finger's at. You see that right there? That's because the customers here at HSN asked for a way, without using anything sticky, a nail. Could I mount these vertically on my mailbox, on my fences, like you're saying? And Bell+Howell said, absolutely, of course we will do that for you. And so they put that keyhole there. And then the only other thing on the back you're going to notice is that weatherized rubber button. And then there's 4 other holes where if you do choose to use the stake, I know very few people who choose to even spend the 5 seconds to put the stake in. You can stake them into the ground, but you don't even have to. Just lay them flat. This is the install. There's that one, there's that one, there's that one. But this is a hard countertop, obviously, and this is a countertop. This could be your hard sidewalk, your hard driveway, your deck, your porch, all of it. You don't have to stake them at all. You don't need any soft ground. You can put these on a hard surface, which, Suzanne, you cannot do on any other solar light that I'm aware of, for sure.
Well, and again, I love the fact you can mow over them. Like, you don't have to baby this. Like a lot of solar lights, you've got to pull them all out, mow your lawn, and then you got to put them all back in again. These are just super convenient. And here's what happens. You're getting 6. And like Chad said, you'll use them for one. You'll start and you'll say, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm going to buy them because I'm going to put them on both sides of my porch leading up, both sides of the steps leading up to my porch. Then you're going to look at your house in the evening and go, that looks so pretty. Wait a minute. I want to line my flower bed on both sides, or I want them underneath or in front of my bushes on both sides of the porch. And then you go, oh, I should have gotten another set. Because gosh, in the back, we have kind of this dark area that's a path, and I'd love to have that path lit up. So you get it for that too. So tonight they're on sale. So if you're thinking about getting multiples, which a lot of you are doing, it's such a good night to do it because you're saving some money. Normally they're $29, we're at $25.95. We also have the 4 flex pays. And remember, that ends in about 10 minutes, where any major credit card, you pay these off in 4 months, but they ship right away. You're choosing, do you want rounds or do you want the squares? Squares are the newest version that we've done. You have multiple colors. We have bronze, gold, stainless, black, and white in both options. And all of these are equally popular. I think you just kind of have to go with whatever your design taste is. If you have a black fence, I think the black would look beautiful. If you got a white fence, use the white. If you want something a bit more elegant, you might go for this beautiful gold, or the bronze, I think, is gorgeous. So you've got a lot of designer options, but it's not going to be a big effort. You literally toss them in your yard and walk away and just let the beauty happen. And you know, Chad, if I were selling my home right now, one of the biggest things you can do is repaint, which we're doing that with our Sold Out Today special, and add custom lighting. It elevates the outside look of your home instantly, and it's so affordable in this version.
Absolutely. In fact, I was laughing tonight, tonight I was laughing a little bit earlier. I've had a lot of shows today. And my friend Patrick, I went by his house for dinner. You know, he bought this home. I'll tell you, it was $1.2 million. It was not my house. My house does not cost that. I went to a friend's house, but it cost that much money. There was inset wired lighting. Do you know the trouble he had this week? It doesn't come on. It doesn't work.
What?
You know, he called an electrician. It's $2,500 to get it fixed. His story, not mine. It's wired in the ground. I mean, it's $1 million home. That's what they do, right? These nice, fancy homes. This is a better looking lighting. He said, Chad, I know I've been giving you a lot of crap about the lighting. Give me those disc lights. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not spending the money. And I said, I told you years ago this was the way to do it.
Did you really?
Yes. Yeah. That's a true story. It happened tonight. And it crossed my heart. I would never tell a story like that wasn't true. And I say it because when we walk down the street and we go through our neighbor's house, like you started the presentation with, and you say, which houses do I love? That I'm like, wow, what is it about that house? Why does it look so great? It's always the lighting, 9 times out of 10. And Suzanne, you can't get this level of brightness unless you're wired. But Bell+Howell, being the company they are, 10 SMD LEDs on it. That's a lot of little sayings there, but what that means is they're going to last hundreds of thousands of hours like LEDs do. And 10 LEDs, those little yellow, look like little tiny little Post-it notes, but they're little tiny little yellow squares on there. Those are actually your light bulbs that you'll never, ever, ever have to replace. And 10 is the most that we do. So we started with 4, went to 6, then went to 8. We've advanced now. We've gotten to 10, and quite frankly, we're out of room. So, right, I don't think we're going to get more than 10 on here. And that solar panel is a little bit larger than it ever has been. And it's it's super thin, so you can mow over it. But do you see how that back comes out? That's the battery, right? So it has a big battery built into it. So you get the light that lasts all night, because we don't like solar lighting that when you wake up in the middle of the night to get a glass of water and you look outside just as you're drinking, you go, why aren't the solar lights on?
Or there's only like 2 lit and 5 are off.
Yes, yeah. Right. Well, first off, that's probably because water got inside of it. These are IP44 rated. You're not going to ever have to worry about the water getting inside and short-circuiting those lights. That's what happens there. And then the batteries are never big enough. They're never big enough to power the lights all night, even if they are LEDs, because, you can get away with a short battery. They think if it lasts an hour, the customer will fall asleep. Who cares if it lasts all night? Well, that's not the business we're in. We're in the business of keeping you as a viewer and a customer for a lifetime. We want you to have products that are quality, that are made well. I mean, Suzanne, how long have you been here? I mean, solar lighting. You've presented a lot of solar lighting over the years. I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'll let you tell your story. But you're not going to present junk. I'll just say it. You won't let it in your show.
I don't have to, because I'm really proud of all of our solar lighting across the board. I bought our solar lights, many different versions, for a very, very long time, and they're gorgeous. They're beautiful. This one's just really sleek and cool. Like, I have the ones that you put in, it's got the beautiful glass on them, and they sparkle out. When I had my house, I don't have them now because we downsized, and the HOA wouldn't be happy if I put them in the public spaces. But what I love about these is they're just really slick. In fact, what's interesting, Chad, I have a pretty good sized patio, and it's got this little teeny fence. These would be absolutely perfect to add kind of gorgeous glamour lighting out to my little patio. So I don't have a big yard to tend with anymore, but I love this idea of something really sleek. And again, the HOA wouldn't be really thrilled if we put up big old lighting, and we can't change the essence of our outside. But this I could definitely use, and because it's so slim and sleek, it would look gorgeous and give us that really pretty extra light that we need.
Absolutely. And so I have a balcony and a porch. I don't really even have a yard. I live in a residential building, and mine's the same way. And it does rain on my balcony, and I'm not worried about it, because if the rain comes, the storm comes, and you can see it's coming down my arm and dripping everywhere. You can soak these. It doesn't matter. They're meant to be outdoors. If you have a set that you charge and you want to bring them in for a party and make them a coaster.
Now that's a good party too. If you're like, oh, here's your coaster, you're like, oh, it's such a good party, he's gotta leave. All right, so again, we have round or square, and then you're just picking what kind of finish do I want. And really, I think for everybody, it's, what is your fence? What's the paint color on your house? Do you want something a little more elegant? You might go for the gold or the bronze. I think that's really rich looking. If you want something like a stainless steel, that's always so fresh and modern and popular. If you wanna go for classic white, or we even have classic black, maybe to match your fences that you have in your front or backyard. It is an awesome way to upgrade the look of your home. And here's what's really cool. It's really pretty to come home and your house has that lighting at night, and you pull up, and it's called curb appeal. And it just makes you feel better, right? You just kind of love that, because your home looks better, and it's so effortless to be able to elevate the look of your space so easily. Chad, I know we got to say goodbye to you. I'm glad you're back for the last couple seconds.
Yeah, thanks. Just say goodbye. Bye, Suzanne. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye. All right, guys, please stay right there. Go to hsn.com. It's a couple of clicks. You get the shape and the color that you want. It is a 6-pack we have available for you. 4 flex means it's $6.49, and you have 30